Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Bridget Bjorla. We're glad you're here. We hope you got a chance to get outside today. It was a pretty one. Let's check in with meteorologist Deshaun Robinson. He's got a check on the forecast for tonight and the work week ahead. How's it looking, Deshaun?
Good evening, everyone. Bridget, well, this week we are looking at some rainy conditions, so it's definitely the week to gather up all your rain gear because we're looking at showers on Monday and a rainy day on Wednesday. So a wet start to the week. There is a potential for 1 to 2 inches of rain actually on Wednesday, and a roller coaster of temperatures this week. So this is our wave of low pressure that we are tracking for tomorrow. Right now, this system is spreading some showers in the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley. And again, we expect these showers to arrive in our neck of the woods tomorrow afternoon. So it's mostly dry across much of the Northeast, and right now we're seeing temperatures in the upper 30s and the lower 40s, so not as cold as yesterday. Tonight, again, we are looking at partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will fall to the lower 30s tonight. Inland areas 31 degrees, shoreline about 34 degrees, and the hilltops about 31. Rain is on the way for Monday afternoon, so definitely get your umbrella, your rain jackets ready because we are looking at a rainy afternoon commute, a bit mild with our highs in the mid-40s. Coming up, I'll let you know how much rain to expect this week. Bridget?
All right, Deshaun, thank you. Chaos in Syria as rebels seize the capital of Damascus and send dictator Bashar al-Assad on the run. The Assad family regime has been in power since 1971. Stephanie Bennett has the latest now from the Middle East.
The Syrian military rushed in reinforcements on Sunday in an attempt to push back the rebels from advancing any farther. Rebel forces invading northwestern Syria, capturing territory from President Bashar al-Assad's forces for the first time in years. This swift surprise offensive is a huge embarrassment for Assad and also comes at a time when his allies, Iran, Hezbollah, and Russia, are already preoccupied with their own conflicts. The Iranian foreign minister heading to Syria Sunday, he told reporters that Tehran will back the Syrian government and army. Russian warplanes have responded by bombing the rebels with strikes in Idlib. This video was released by the Syrian search and rescue volunteer group, the White Helmets, showing the aftermath of blown-out buildings and vehicles while they evacuated injured people into ambulances. In Aleppo, Syrian rebels celebrated as they drove through the city and claimed to have entered Hama. Syria has experienced more than 13 years of civil war, with nearly 500,000 people killed since 2011.
This was a frozen conflict. This has been going on since 2011. And in the last 72 hours, rebels went from Idlib all the way to Aleppo. Really stunning speed, stunning success. The forces that had aligned with Assad, with the Syrian government, have let their guard down.
It's been a long week for authorities in New York. They are still working hard to track down the suspect who fatally shot United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He was gunned down Wednesday morning in the middle of Manhattan. There's been a lot of developments since then over the last few days, and it can be a lot to keep up with. So we wanted to break it down for you so you can all understand and follow it. Alex McAdams has the very latest tonight.
That's right. This is now a nationwide manhunt, okay, for the crime that started in New York City, but now they're looking for this person of interest all across the country. They believe he left New York City in a bus heading to Atlanta, Georgia. This comes as investigators are searching for more evidence. That's of Central Park in New York City, as investigators are working to find more evidence there. They were combing the woods and even using dive teams to search the water, looking for anything they believe the gunman could have left behind. This comes after police say they found what they believe is the gunman's backpack in Central Park. Police tell Fox News the shooter dropped that bag in a wooded area and tried to hide it, but they believe they found it. Before he fled the city, though, that was the last place he was seen, as investigators believe the person of interest then hopped on a bus and left New York City. This is the person of interest in this case. Police say he came to New York City on November 24th on a bus from Atlanta, checked in at an Upper West Side hostel that same day, and was caught on camera smiling at the counter. Just about 30 minutes, before the shooting, the same man is caught on camera at Starbucks, according to police. They released these photos as well. His face is a little bit covered, but they say he bought a drink, finished it, and tossed it in the trash, But it's now evidence in the case, and investigators are working to use that saliva sample to track him down. The shooting was also caught on camera, so a lot of evidence here. Brian Thompson was the CEO of one of the largest healthcare insurance companies in the world, United Healthcare, and the words deny, defend, and depose were left on the shell casings, which are similar to a title of a book that slams the insurance industry, basically calling it a racket. I asked police if they believe this could be a motive.
When you look at the writing, you look at the victim's employment, it could possibly be a disgruntled employee or a disgruntled client, but we're not ruling that out, but we're certainly not committing to it at this time.
A quick response by firefighters in Norwalk after flames on a front porch started spreading to a multifamily home. About 24 fire crews got to the fire on Center Avenue. They got that under control within around 20 minutes time. 2 people were inside of the house but were able to get out without injuries. Crews stopped the fire's forward spread at the first floor, with the building only sustaining around minor smoke and heat damage. The Norwalk Fire Marshal is investigating tonight exactly what sparked that fire. An early morning car crash landed 2 people in the hospital, one with serious injuries. It all happened along Hell Hollow Road in Griswold just before 2 this morning. The pair was traveling in a silver Honda Civic that ran off the road and hit a tree, leaving a 60-year-old male passenger trapped inside. At last check, he remains at Hartford Hospital tonight. This as state troopers continue to investigate the cause of the crash. Turning out to New Haven, where a sale of Apple AirPods went terribly wrong. The seller agreed to meet with the buyer on Harper Avenue, but when they got there, 2 young men brandished a gun and demanded those AirPods. Thankfully, the victim was not harmed, and police are now investigating the case. Officers advise transactions to be made in well-lit public spaces like the New Haven Police Department over on Union Avenue. Connecticut's trail running community is putting its mission of restoring areas ravaged by wildfires and flooding into motion. Several running groups in the Connecticut Forest and Park Association held a fundraiser today. It happened at Camp Slopper in Southington area. Money raised will fund trail restoration projects at Lamentation Mountain. That was the site of a large brush fire over the fall. Proceeds will also help repair footbridges in southwestern Connecticut that were damaged by flooding.
This is the most extensive damage that we've probably ever seen in quite some time. Yeah, and probably up to 100,000 worth of damage.
I think for a lot of us, this is like our calm place, our happy place where like all of the bad stuff stays outside. So when we see something come in and hurt what we love, we kind of have to go back and fight back.
The Connecticut Forest and Park Association is responsible for the building and maintenance of more than 800 miles of hiking trails across Connecticut. The nonprofit relies on donations for disaster recovery. We're going to send it out now to our Fox 61 Kayla Cade, who hit the ice for a good cause.
The first day of winter is December 21st, but that doesn't mean it's too early to start doing winter activities like ice skating. And here at the Winterfest Hartford ice skating rink, it's been busy with skaters ever since they opened. Gliding ice skates against the glistening ice in an outdoor rink at the Winterfest Hartford on a cold Sunday. It's an activity that's free, a way to socialize.
And we've made like 3 friends already here. Like everybody's so nice. They don't hesitate to help people. I definitely don't hesitate to help people either. I love helping people.
And get good exercise for skaters like Coralise Perez and Charlene Perez, who have been regulars here since they were kids.
It's like a workout and it feels good like to just be on the ice and just like you get all hot and stuff. Yeah, get that adrenaline out and whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's so much fun.
This year, their first day on the ice was on its opening day, November 29th.
Jackie Mandite with iQuote Partnership, who runs Winterfest, says they saw almost 3,500 people that weekend, and they've been busy ever since.
If you're down here on nice days on a weekend, we've seen lines outside our gates all the way up to Elm Street. We're seeing numbers that we haven't seen before on our weekend days and in the evening as well.
She recommends skaters come in early in the day because they see an uptick after 4 o'clock on the weekdays and when they have special guests visit them.
Next weekend's our last weekend with free photos with Santa from 12 to 3. So a really full-packed weekend. Today we had Sonar here. Yesterday we had Choo Choo here from the Hartford Yard Goats.
Because of the busy days, they make sure everyone has a chance to skate.
Now we're starting to put bracelets, different colored bracelets on people so we can try and, after you've had about an hour or two of skating, we'd like you to leave so we can offer the opportunity for others.
People from all over come here to skate. Mandite says they typically see people from 48 states, and you do not have to be experienced.
What I try and tell people, definitely come out and try it a little bit. Be patient. Know that you will fall.
She says skating outdoors offers a different experience than indoors.
We're in beautiful historic Bushnell Park. This is a lovely setting, a wonderful place to be in the wintertime. But we encourage everybody to check out those local rinks.
The rink is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day until January 6th. They also offer free ice skating lessons. For more information, visit our website at fox61.com. In Hartford, Kayla Cade, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, thank you very much, Kayla. The first day of winter is December 21st, but that doesn't mean it is too early to start doing winter activities like ice skating. And here at the Winterfest Hartford Ice Rink Skating Rink, it's been busy with skaters ever since it opened. So we thank you, Kayla, for that report. Well, Lake Compounds hosted its annual Holiday Lights. Families and their pets were invited to check out the holiday lights today. The Holiday Lights runs weekends now through the end of December. It features 500,000 lights in total. Very impressive. Families can also take part in Santa meet and greets, try festive food, and much more.